Good evening, this is Rashad Mitchell. Coming to you live from my YouTube channel. As I continue on my parsons, the week that was college football history review, 1960 college football season. October 22nd, 1960. This is week number 6. Let's continue on this recap of the season. It's week 6 that I'm on right now, October 22nd. So we're gonna look at Princeton and Cornell, where Princeton beat Cornell 21-18. Duke beat Clemson 21-6. Georgia beat Kentucky 17-13. Florida beat Louisiana State by a score of 13-10. Auburn beat Miami by a score of 20-7. The Tigers spent much of first quarter in Miami territory, but Hurricanes stopped fourth down play at their 1-yard line. Halted next, Auburn trip at its 10-yard line. Coach Shug Jordan had seen enough, stacked up, and waved in fullback kicker Ed Dice for his 5th field goal of the season. His quarterback Bobby Hunt passed it in Bobby Ferret for 46-yard touchdown, which gave Auburn 10-0 lead. Later in the first quarter, Miami quarterback Eddie Jones, who was harassed into only 3 completions, still was able to fire a 43-yard score to end Bill Miller when Johns went back to air game against nation's leading pass defense. He suffered interception that was run back for a crushing 59-yard touchdown by sub-quarterback defensive back Bryant Harvard. So on strength of pass rush by outstanding defensive tackle Ken Rice, Auburn claimed its 27th straight victim at Cliff Hair Stadium. Ohio State, the number 9 team in the country, beat number 11 Wisconsin 34-7. Happy grads were able to start homecoming parties early at Ohio State as Buckeyes opened lid on 20-point fourth quarter to win going away from persistent Wisconsin. After Wisconsin punted Buckeyes deep into the hole, Buckeyes halfback Bob Klein hit a 9-yard trip by swiping 5-yard touchdown catch away from Badgers halfback defensive back Merritt Novo. Ohio State fullback Bob Ferguson had 136 yards rushing on 23 carries, scored twice, including a 2-yard burst in the first quarter that built a 14-0 edge. Wisconsin got its only score from fullback Tom Westner, who capped a 32-yard drive late in the second quarter, a 6-yard touchdown run with interception by halfback defensive back Gerald Neal. Quarterback Ron Miller saw 2 of his passes picked off in the second quarter half that led to Ohio State touchdowns. Defensive back Bill Hess thieved late interception and set up Buckeyes quarterback Tom Matthews' 53-yard touchdown run to end Charles Bryant. Number 1 Iowa beat number 10 Purdue by a score of 21-14. By taking a 3-touchdown lead, despite absence of defensive standouts, starting tackle Charles Lee and guard Sherwin Thorson, Iowa was able to minimize the running game of Purdue. The Hawkeyes built a 7-0 lead. And then Hawkeyes came in the second quarter when sophomore third-string center linebacker Dayton Perry grabbed mid-air fumble that popped airborne after sack of Boilermakers quarterback Bernie Allen. Perry rambled unmolested for an 84-yard touchdown. Hollis made it 21-0 in the third quarter by running 6 yards for a touchdown. Loss deficit forced Allen to fill airways as Purdue nearly overcame disadvantage with drives of 76 and 91 yards. Allen, future Minnesota Twins second baseman, watched his lucky 16-yard pass bounce off fingertips of Jack Elway into welcome arms of halfback Jim Tiller for third quarter touchdown. After Iowa halfback defensive back Bernie Wyatt was flagged for end zone pass interference, Allen sneaked across in the fourth quarter. So number 1 Iowa beat number 10 Purdue. Number 1 Iowa beat number 10 Purdue 21-14. Next, Illinois. Illinois beat Penn State by a score of 10-8. Mississippi, number 2 team in the country, beat number 14 Arkansas 10-7 in Little Rock. Number 2 Mississippi beat number 14 Arkansas in Little Rock 10-7. Embittered Arkansas coach Frank Broyles always contended Mississippi center kicker Allen Green's last play, winning 39-yard field goal, was wide of goalposts. Everybody in the park knew it wasn't good, he said afterward. Underdog Razorbacks outplayed visitors by a considerable margin and scored in the second quarter on a 3-yard jump pass from quarterback George McKinney and Jim Gaston. It was matched by our Ole Miss quarterback Jake Gibbs' 57-yard touchdown pass to end Ralph Catfish Smith late in the third quarter. Gibbs rallied Rebels in closing minutes from on 25-yard line with key gain coming on 10-yard pass to fullback James Anderson. But Gibbs was forced to scramble from Hogs' 18-yard line with 25 seconds left. Gibbs was thrown for loss, a managed to position ball in the middle of the field. Green nailed field goal, but whistle was blown. When it was ruled that players couldn't hear signals, Green's second try was hooking left when it reached the goalpost, but was called good by referee Tommy Bell. Missouri, number 5 team in the country, beat Iowa State by a score of 34-8, registering their best start in any season since 1899 when Zeus used 294 yards rushing attack, spiked with halfback Donnie Smith's 88-yard punt return for a touchdown, on which he was handed ball on reverse by punt catcher halfback Norm Bill. Blanked until the last 107, Iowa State scored on a deflected 20-yard touchdown pass by tailback John Cooper, future coach of Arizona State and Iowa State. Iowa State end Larry Schreiber made goal line catch after the ball slipped through grass for Cyclones other end Ray Horky. Cooper then hit Horky on a 2-point pass. Chief artisans of Missouri's powerful running attack were its maneuverable linemen who sprung halfback Mel West for 104 yards and 20 carries and touchdown. West's effort made him conference's top rusher, trumping Cyclones ace tailback Dave Hopman, who sat out this affair with injury. And Missouri was its third straight in Big 8 with time-eating drives of 57, 80, and 72 yards. Kansas, number 15 team in the country, beat Oklahoma State by a score of 14-7. Oklahoma State played host to its first official Big 8 game, and contest stressed robust defense and superb punting. Kansas, which sported future NFL passing great quarterback John Hadle, but suffered lackluster 1 for 10 for 12 yards and interception passing in the first half. So Jayhawkers completely abandoned their air game in the second half. Only twice did any ball carrier exceed 10 yards on single attempt by quarterback Cowboys quarterback John Mazel broke away on option run for 51-yard touchdown that tied game at 7-7 in the second quarter. It was set up by a 14-yard interception by fullback defensive back Rick Buck. In third quarter, Kansas halfback Curtis McClinton went over tackle, sprinted 37 yards to Oklahoma State 17-yard line. Soon thereafter, Kansas fullback Doyle Schick lasted 2 yards for his second touchdown. Win was costly because Jayhawks tackle Stan Kirschman and halfback Bert Cohen were injured and would be out for weeks. Rice, number 20 team in the country, shut out number 16 Texas 7-0 as the Owls nearly rushed Texas out of the stadium with overwhelming performance in the first half that netted, however, only one touchdown. Spark was provided by Rice's second unit, which marched 79 yards to 1-yard line against third team line of Texas in the second quarter. All the Owl subs failed to score. They provided field position for first string guard linebacker Bobby Lively to pounce on Longhorns fumble at 24-yard line soon thereafter. Rice quarterback Billy Cox flipped 12-yard pass to end Johnny Burrell and scored game's only touchdown on rollout run after clever fake handoff. Last gasp, Texas drive was set off by shoe top grab and 20-yard gain of screen pass by halfback Jimmy Saxton. Another 19-yard catch by Saxton, followed by quarterback Mike Cotton's 21-yard pass to fullback Ray Poge. Brought ball to our 7-yard line. Threat died on end zone interception in 3 minutes from in by halfback defensive back Max Webb, which preserved the third shutout in the row for Owls' outstanding defense, the first against coach Darrell Royal since his arrival at Texas. So Rice ended up with a margin of 296 yards to 223 yards, advantage on offense with 222 yards being contributed by Owls' army of runners, including Cox, halfback Butch Bloom, Mike Bowen, and Jerry Chandler, and fullback Roland Jackson. Next, Oregon beat California in a shutout, 20-0. Washington, number 18 team in the country, beat Oregon State, the number 18 team in the country, in the battle of two top 20 teams. Washington, number 18 in the country, beat number 18 Oregon State by a score of 30-29 in Portland. While tailback Terry Braker's 302 yards may have set another Oregon State individual total offensive record in the second straight game, it was Washington halfback George Fleming who scored key points and come from behind victory. Fleming got his team's only first half touchdown, a 37-yard run, as Baker scored twice in the first quarter to keep Huskies behind at 22-7. University of Washington halfback Charlie Mitchell scampered 36 yards for a touchdown in the third quarter, and Washington later drew within 29-23 when Fleming ended 80-yard march with a 12-yard touchdown run. Washington quarterback Bob Hyvener, who completed two vital two-point passes in the third quarter, tallied 1-yard touchdown with 2:07 to play. And highly reliable kicker Fleming kicked the Huskies into their first lead of the day at 30-29. So that concludes look at Week 6, the games that were played on October 22nd, 1960. Now look at the AP polls of October 24th. Iowa was number 1, number 2 Mississippi, number 3 Syracuse, number 4 Navy, number 5 Missouri, number 6 Minnesota, number 7 Baylor, number 8 Iowa State, number 9 Washington, and number 10 Michigan State, number 11 Tennessee, number 12 Arkansas, 13 Rice, 14 Auburn. There was a 3-way tie for the 15th spot between Purdue, Duke, Oregon State, and number 18 New Mexico State, and number 19 Kansas. So that concludes a look at the week that was, the games that were played on October 22nd, 1960. This is week 6 of the matchup that was played on October 22nd, 1960, week number 6. Subscribe, like, comment on the channel, the way we can support. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.